Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. I hope you're all having a good day, evening, morning, whenever it is that you're watching this. I hope that you're doing good and that this video finds you in good spirits. I know I haven't really been doing that many live commentary videos lately. It's just that I've been dealing with some personal problems, and I just want to let everybody know that I'm still alive. But anyway, I have a specialized email account for Unsolved Mysteries commentary. I don't really check it that much because nothing really ever comes in, but to my shock, I got a couple emails. One was extremely really late, and that's going to be the first one I reply to, so let's get started, shall we? Chad writes, "How are you doing? Are you from Wichita?" And it was sent from his iPhone. I'm doing as good as people can, people can be in given today's given time and age. I'm holding my own against the virus that's been killing hundreds of thousands of Americans, and I'm taking care of family, and I try to keep in contact with my the little amount of friends that I have in the area. I'm trying to do good and everything, and uh, I'm actually waiting to get back to work. I was recently temporarily laid off because the sector of work that I'm employed in is currently not needing me or my coworkers' assistance at the time being. So basically, it's I won't really. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been kind of stressful, to be honest. I'm used to being the breadwinner of the family and taking care of my parents and everything, or my parent. And when you are deprived of that ability, it plays with your mind. But I'm still trucking along. Regarding your second question, are you from Wichita? Actually, no. I am from the beautiful city of, let's see here, Kelso, Washington. Now, I know you can't really see that much. This is the only real decent postcard-esque picture of Kelso you can find. To be honest, to be blunt, Kelso is a nice city for what it is, but it is frozen in time. There's been really no kind of development in Kelso since 2000. That's right, it's been 2 decades, and there's been no real growth in the city. Yeah, we have people who move in, new neighbors and everything that move in, but in fact, we are losing businesses pretty badly. A lot of the businesses have left town recently because of either the virus or the turn down in the economy. The big employers of Kelso, Washington are the school district, the logging industry, and chicken processing plant called Foster Farms. But that's basically Kelso. We used to have a lot of things that you could do, but to be honest, we don't have much. The only real things that people can do is if you're a skateboarder or a bicyclist, we have a skate park. Or as you can see, we got a nice little river that separates Kelso and Longview. And people like to go fishing on the river. But other than that, unless you're a fan of hiking, we have the hills to the east, which you can see in the in the backdrop of this picture. And that's about it. You work, you support your family, and then you go back to work. There's not really much more in the way of entertainment anymore. The local economy just suffered a major blow also because the Regal Cinemas, they've announced that they're closing all the theaters. They're saying it's temporary, but I don't think that it is. I hate to sound pessimistic, but the way that the economy's been going, I think it's permanent. I hope that answered a little bit of your questions about where, where I'm at and that kind of stuff. And I'm really sorry, Chad, about being really late. He sent that email out. Oh, not that one. He sent out the email back in on June 1st. So I am really sorry, Chad. I will try to make more of an effort to get to my email account. It's just you check it so many times, and then when there's nothing, you just get kind of used to thinking that there's not going to be anything there, and then you just let it go. But on to the next email. This email comes from a lovely person who I blotted out their name for privacy sakes. It's because this person is related to a case. The person writes, "Hi Jeff. I was thinking of my stepbrother today and Googled his name to see his picture and gravesite and came across two newer links. One was the Paducah Sun and then your YouTube commentary video. I hesitantly watched the video hoping that only kind words were said about Brian. He was a good man and a good friend of mine. His demon was the schizophrenia. His mother and grandmother had it as well. Brian was trying to get out west to go back to a place where he had many great memories. His father, my stepfather, was a United Methodist minister and had been the youth group leader at our church. He had taken the youth group on a getaway out west to explore the beauty and tranquility of the mountains. This is where Brian was going. He got the jacket at a second-hand store, and I think I was actually with him when he got it, before schizophrenia took over his mind. He was a student at the Cincinnati Technical College studying robotics. I think of him often and know that our family was forever changed the day we lost him. Rest in peace, my brother." And if you're unaware who Brian Duker was, here, let me see if I can pull up a quick little video about or a little intro. Hold on. Okay, everybody, I am back, and I have pulled up the pre-show vignette of the case. Here it is. Let's see here. Hopefully that the audio is going to catch it.
In Paducah, Kentucky, a young stranger was seen loitering at the local airport, penniless and trying to talk his way onto a flight. People still wonder what drove him to make the desperate decision that would end his life.
And that was, a brief glimpse of the case. I will post the link that has this case in the description of the video. But basically, as I read to all of you, this Brian Duker had a big impact on his family, and when he was lost, I think that's the best way you can really say it. It left a big hole in the family. She misses him very much, and I don't blame her. He seemed like a nice guy. And that's going to tie into something I'm going to talk about towards the end of this video. Regarding the jacket that she mentioned, if you watched the case that I did, I actually had a theory. I originally thought that the jacket could have been given to Brian from a person in the armed services. That he was trying to go out west to return it. But since this person knows Brian better than I did, it's good to shine a little bit of light regarding the jacket, and I will admit that I was wrong. Everybody is wrong, from time to time, and this may be a case that I was wrong about. It's sad that he lost his life, though. The fact that there were signs at that airport that they should have stopped him, that they should have done something, but that's not for me to do anything about. That's for the people involved. I'm just giving you my thoughts. But I hope that, Brian is happy, finally found the peace that he was trying to find. I can guarantee you, though, that the mountain region of the Pacific Northwest is indeed beautiful. But that is it for the emails that I received. I just want to say thank you to Chad and the relative of Brian Duker. It means a lot to me to get to hear from my followers. It's nice to hear what people have to say, even sometimes if it's not nice. Yeah. But anyway, before I end this video, I just want to give a shout out for something. It's something that now that I've been, like I said, I've been going through things, and it kind of is kind of fitting that I think I should bring something like this up. Every day, hundreds of people contemplate suicide. And I will not lie, your boy Jeff, aka GCurse, is one of them. There is always a way out, even though that you may not think that there is anything left in your life. You do not know how much of an importance you have to people, even if you don't realize it. If you or somebody you know are having thoughts about if they're better off without you, please reach out. Go to a doctor, go to a counselor, go to the police, or if you don't want to do it face to face, there's always a phone number. This is for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. You can reach them at 1-800-273-TALK or 1-800-273-8255. You can also reach them online at suicidepreventionlifeline.org. There is always going to be somebody by that phone that will be willing to talk to you when you need it. So with that said, this is the end of the video, and as always, my name is Jeff, aka GCurse, reminding you, make sure you give that special somebody a hug, because you'll never know what can happen within the next minute. Good night, everybody.